so much for clicking on this video, and since you've done so, it is safe to assume that you are interested in clean, natural, and healthy skincare formulations, right? I'm going to help you make the process of selecting your skincare even better. And I say that because not all clean and natural formulations are suitable for long-term use on human skin. Natural by no means safe. So let's dig a little bit deeper into that. If you're new here, my name is Nadia Van Chakroon, founder of the beautydoctrine.com, home of functional beauty. You might be wondering what functional beauty is. That is the new concept that I am introducing to the market that would teach you how to take care of your skin from the inside out and the outside in, using diet, supplementation, sleep, lifestyle, and skincare just becomes the cherry on top. This way you have your very best skin glowing, pigmentation free, wrinkle free hopefully, without intervention. I'm so happy to see that there is so much hype and education going around concerning skincare ingredients, because whatever we put on our body and into our body can affect our health so much more than you think. And so we're going in the right direction. I appreciate the efforts of a lot of these clean beauty retailers that are starting to curate natural and clean formulations. But there's one thing that everybody keeps missing, and that is compatibility with human skin. There are so many natural ingredients. Poison ivy is natural, right? That is not compatible with your skin. But something that finds its way to so many of your skincare formulations are powerful essential oils, especially ones that are lavender. Lavender is very deceiving. Citrus, cinnamon, peppermint. So a lot of these essential oils can be very volatile and can be destructive to that very delicate lipid barrier that we want to preserve. That's what really protects us from the environment, damage, from loss of hydration, and so on and so forth. But also, the more essential oils that we're applying on the skin, the more sensitized it becomes. And I can speak from experience. I've been in the beauty industry now for 28 years, and I developed extremely sensitive skin at some point. One day, my skin just said, I've had enough. So it's been a couple of decades actually that I've been able to manage that sensitivity as I test out lots of formulations that go on the beautydoctrine.com. I'm the guinea pig. I'm always testing on my skin, so I tend to have a lot of struggles with redness. I have perioral dermatitis, all kinds of issues. And so if it's out there, I've tried it. And so I'm passing along all of that knowledge that I've accumulated over the years from all of my research, as well as testing and curating various formulas and products on my website. No offense to the brands that I'm going to call out, but we gotta do it, right? We have to pass around the knowledge so that consumers can very safely use skincare. So again, safety is not about non-toxic ingredients, but it's much more about ingredients that our bodies can actually tolerate. Maybe even some brands can start thinking about reformulating their products to make them more suitable with sensitive skin. And so the biggest culprit, like I said, is essential oils, and they make their way so often into formulations for two reasons. One is fragrance. Nothing wrong with fragrance free. We can skip that. Fragrance, if we're using synthetic, it can be the most hormonal disruptive ingredient that there is. But now in the natural beauty realm, a lot of these brands are substituting with essential oils because consumers still want that nice citrusy, light, airy scent. But I am sure that if they knew what that could cause, in their skin and bodies, they probably wouldn't opt for that. So let's just try and go for completely fragrance free. So essential oil free allows you to get all of the benefits of those skincare products. You're getting your moisture, hydration, you can be getting peptides, hyaluronic acid, actives. You can get all of it without the scent. But the additional issue that citrus oils especially have is the fact that they can cause you to have hyperpigmentation. A lot of chemists that I've spoken with, many, they tend to use them thinking because it's lemon, it's brightening. So there's this very narrow-minded way of thinking about ingredients. You know, it's just the benefits, right? Okay, so if we think citrus, that's tied to some type of vitamin C is brightening. So not many think of the formulation itself and the interaction that your skin can have with the sun when you have that skincare on. Nobody puts on skincare and hides under the covers. A lot of us wake up, we put our skincare on, and we go out to face the day, right? And so that citrus is sitting on our skin. The minute you're out in the sun, there are those chemical interactions that are happening where the sun can actually speed up hyperpigmentation in your skin because of that citrus. Citrus can actually trigger hyperpigmentation even when consumed internally. And so this video is going to show some clean brands that don't have toxic ingredients but that have a high amount of citrus that I really would recommend you avoid as much as you can. And when I say that, if you have one product you love and you want to stick with it, just be careful. So not knowing what I just shared, maybe really load up that sunscreen on top and make sure your sunscreen doesn't have citrus, or use it at night, or use it sparingly. So you get into trouble when, let's say, you're using 5 or 7 products every day and every night, and 5 of them have irritating ingredients. That is the highway to, irritated, sensitized, and reactive skin. Starting off with Alpine Beauty Plant Genius Melt Moisturizer. What a name. So it's got a lot. I'm looking at the ingredient list here. Lots of really good ingredients. You have water, right after water, sodium hyaluronate. So that is your hyaluronic acid. I see a bunch of oils, aloe vera, until we get to both lavender oil as well as orange peel. And those are not the very last ingredients on your ingredient list. So what that tells me is that they probably have a good concentration in there. And so if you happen to have this product, what I would do is just open it up and smell it. If you smell the citrus in there, just that is an indicator that there is quite a bit of that essential oil in there. That's usually how I test some of my products, because I'm very cautious about how much citrus I apply on my skin. I try to keep it as close as possible to 0. But let's say I have a phenomenal product that was maybe gifted to me. I don't want to waste it. It's got a lot of amazing ingredients. And if I look at the ingredient list and maybe there is like a citrus oil at the very bottom, it's the very last ingredient, I smell it, there's really no trace, I can't smell that pungent smell, then maybe I'll use it at night, but kind of knowing in the back of my mind that I need to be extra cautious. If I see any redness or irritation, I'm just going to set that aside. So that's how I think of it. So everything is nuanced, so it's never really clean cut. But when I look at this ingredient list here, it's pretty high up on the ingredient list. And then you have ascorbic acid as well. I just noticed it actually. Ascorbic acid in there. Not my favorite type of vitamin C, because ascorbic acid can be quite sensitizing. It can be a low pH. It needs to be at a 2 or 3 for it to actually penetrate into the skin. What that means is just extra sensitizing. And so that's my own assessment just looking at this ingredient list. I personally would not invest my money into this product. Again, no offense, but it's not something that I would recommend to any of my clients. A lot of them come to me because they've suffered from sensitivity due to all these aggressive ingredients that kind of are sneaked into skincare. So second product is going to be from the same brand. So it seems like they really like their citrus. So there is June Berry and Collagen Hydrating Cream Cleanser. First of all, when you see collagen, it's impossible for collagen in an actual cleanser or any skincare product. Collagen is a protein. It needs to be ingested for it to actually work for you. You can't absorb collagen through the skin unless they are, let's say, using peptides and referring to them as collagen. So maybe that's the case. But if you're looking at a cleanser, really what you want from your cleanser is to do a good job cleansing without causing irritation. That's it. Those are the two criteria, is for it to be really clean, gentle, and also effective in cleansing. You rub it onto your skin for a short period of time. You don't want to be rubbing in sensitizing ingredients, but also you're going to wash it off. So, don't be looking at these marketing, terms when you're looking at your cleanser. You want those, let's say collagen promoting ingredients and vitamin C, peptides, hyaluronic acid. You want all your actives to be in leave-on products. So in your serums, in your moisturizers, in your oils, even in your sunscreen. But your cleanser, yeah, no need for that. You want it to be gentle. So let's click on the cleanser ingredient list here and take a look. So ingredients, again, look pretty good. They look pretty clean. They have kaolin in there. And so kaolin clay can be drying. So I would imagine this cleanser is probably designed for somebody that is oily. If you're somebody that's normal to dry like myself, and you're using a cleanser with kaolin every day, you're gonna have even drier skin, and dry skin is aged skin. So you're promoting wrinkle formation because you're depleting your skin of moisture. So we gotta be very careful of using any type of clay on the skin on a daily basis. I don't know why I'm feeling so guilty doing this, because I usually have no problem calling out brands that are like mainstream, that use a lot of junk and awful toxic ingredients. But with cleaner brands, I feel like I need to applaud them for the effort and for creating things that are clean. But again, gotta do what you gotta do. It's my job, so let's keep going. This next one that I'm looking at, it's actually painful to look at this ingredient list. Water is the first ingredient. Second ingredient is citrus. I don't see this very often. Usually citrus is way down on the ingredient list. This is pretty high up. They're using bitter orange water. So I'm assuming it's a hydrosol. So hydrosol is the water that you separate from essential oils. And so it's kind of that leftover from the production of essential oils. And so that's the base basically of this product. It's a very short ingredient list, but it also seemed quite aggressive. Just kind of skipping on a few ingredients here, we arrive at more citrus ingredients like lemon fruit extract, orange fruit extract. So this is definitely something that I would skip completely. So some products I'll say use it here and there, if you can tolerate it. This one I would say do not buy. And it's a toner. I don't even know if I mentioned the name of it, but it's Evolve Organic Beauty Liquid Radiance Glycolic Toner. I mean, just reading this name, I am cringing a little bit. I have so many problems. First of all, just being a glycolic toner, we don't want that every day. Nobody needs to be using glycolic acid every single day, let alone a glycolic acid that it's mixed with lemon water and orange peel that you're rubbing on your skin, maybe using a cotton. Too many issues there. We want to avoid any products that require rubbing cotton on the skin. Cotton is one of the most heavily sprayed crops out there with pesticides, and then you have the lemon and then the glycolic, which exfoliates. Recipe for disaster. Let's skip that one. And before I forget, please let me know, what products are you using? Are you using natural products, clean products, mainstream, K-beauty? So I'm really curious to hear about what products you're using, if you like the formulations, and if you feel any type of sensitivity on the skin. This is something I hear often from my clients, is when they're using a product that they love and think it does wonders. So let's say they're using it for firming. They're like, oh, that's my peptide product. I do get some redness, but it's okay. I think it's, it's tingling because it's working. And so I'm really curious to hear that feedback about products that you're using. So plug that into the comments. Let me know what brands you're using, what products you're using, and what types of reactions, if any, are you getting. I'm also taking requests for reviews. So let me know what products should I review next. Let's review one more product from this video. So looking here on my list, and it's a very long list that I've been compiling for a few months now. So let's go for Goop. So Goop is the brand by Gwyneth Paltrow. It's called Goop Glow Cloudberry Exfoliating Jelly Cleanser. That's another one that makes me cringe just by reading the name. We never want a cleanser that exfoliates. Nobody needs exfoliation every single day. That's how you cause irritation. You cannot turn over cells that fast. So you really are just scratching the surface of the skin, causing irritation, breaking up that lipid barrier, and giving the skin harsh ingredients that it does not tolerate for the long term. So very often I see this where somebody buys a product, they're like, oh, it's amazing, it makes my skin glow. And yes, it's making your skin glow because you're getting rid of those top layers that you've probably built up over some time. But now eventually what happens is that you start getting a little bit of redness, a little bit of sensitivity. Maybe you buy a new moisturizer and then your skin now is reactive and you blame it on the new moisturizer, not knowing that it's that daily exfoliating product that's actually weakening your skin over time. Hence now you're more reactive. And so that's why I don't recommend any cleansers that even remotely insinuate that they are exfoliating on a daily basis. So haven't even opened the ingredient list on this one. I already don't like it, but let's take a look at the ingredients. We have water, glycerin. I always love seeing glycerin, silica, that's great. Few good ingredients, and then we get to the exfoliating ingredients. So you have apple fruit extract, so that's malic acid, and then there is the citrus in there, pretty high up on the ingredient list. So that's in the form of bitter orange peel powder. Papin, so that is papaya in French, so that's an enzyme that promotes exfoliation. Skipping a few more ingredients, more citrus. So now we have lime oil and then mandarin orange oil. So one citrus is not enough. So we have 2, 3, and 4 orange peel oil and lavender on top of all that. And then more citrus. We have lemon. So they wanted to check off all the citrus or most of it. Those are all the call outs. And those are pretty big ones. So this is not something I personally would touch my skin with. If I had this product, it would be a great shower gel. So our bodies, the skin on the body is so much more resilient. Many people don't exfoliate their bodies as often as they should. So this would be really good to get your skin or the skin on your body ready for summer. It'll give you some pretty good exfoliation, maybe a little bit of brightening for a few days, and that's about it. It wouldn't, even for the body, I wouldn't use it as my daily shower gel. It would be something I'd use twice a week. So that's my assessment. I think that's good for this video. Let's keep it short and sweet. Let me know what else I should review. Until next time, be well, be safe, be beautiful. Take care.